Hello guys, it is Jead, and yes, every SBC right now is actually free to complete because it's in footies season. There's no clickbait needed. We can actually complete every SBC for free, including this Footies De Jong, the Footies Fernando Torres, and any SBC that comes. But of course, because EA are stingy, there's no unlimited pack grind, there's no unlimited 85 times 10s, there's no exchanges. So what are we actually doing? What SBCs to do? What order to do them in? What to avoid? And how to get as much fodder as possible, as fast as possible. Let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code JEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. Okay, so here is the plan. We're going to go step by step. Step one is going to be which SBCs to actually go and do, and then we're going to go through the order of doing them, and also right at the end, how to do this faster than everyone else, because doing this as fast as possible and getting the players like De Jong, like Fernando Torres, as fast as possible is not just about SBCs. So let's start with what are we actually doing? Which SBCs do we need to favorite, and which ones can we just ignore? Because there's so many SBCs right now, so many of them are crap as well. Start by favoriting the dailies. Dailies is always what we're going to do. Daily bronze, daily silver, daily rare, daily common gold, and the footies daily login. Yes, it's going to be annoying to do all of them. I get that. We're going to use Pale Tools. We're going to use Foot Genie like we always do. Any pack grind is always Pale Tools and Foot Genie. And by the way, EA employees said they use it. They said they use, I think, Foot Genie. We're not sponsored by anything. I don't care which one you use, to be honest. Pale Tools is free. So if you want a completely free one, use Pale Tools. But EA employees use extensions. You're not going to get banned for it. They said it themselves. So go and use that, but favorite all the dailies, the daily login. Go and favorite next the provision upgrade. The provisions upgrade has been the best SBC of the entire year, to be honest. It's meant we can do everything. I don't know why it's not unlimited repeatable. Hopefully it does go there soon. But yeah, go and do favorite the provisions as well. And now for the rest of the SBCs, today is all about getting fodder. We did a video the other day about, packing 99s, and the SBCs have changed a little bit. The methods have changed a little bit to try and get more fodder. We're going to go for different SBCs. So go and favorite, ignore all the gamble picks. We're going to favorite the 1 of 583 player pick. We're going to avoid the double 85, which is probably the biggest mistake I see a lot of people making, and I'll explain why in a bit. We're going to favorite the 1 of 386 player pick, favorite the 5 times 80 as well. 84 team of the week upgrade, I've got a lot to say on that, but favorite it. 5 of 10 82 plus player pick, favorite it. Premium mixed leagues, we will talk about. I will favorite it for now. You don't need to, but I would favorite it. And then, of course, favorite the 7 times 87, the 10 times 85, the 10 times 84, and that should be everything. Now that we have got everything favorited, and I've got my Fernando Torres there, which is who I am working on next after Frenkie De Jong, we're going to go into which order to do the SBCs in and how to recycle the cards as best as possible. And I want to say as well, cards like this, or SBCs, I should say like this, the 1 of 583 plus, as you can see, expires tomorrow at content. Basically, when that refreshes, they'll refresh it to a very similar SBC. I think this one will be the 1 of 384 plus player pick. It has almost identical requirements, and it'll have basically the same outcome, just slightly different. 1 of 384 plus compared to a 1 of 583 plus. Very, very similar. The method should work the exact same as long as they don't change the SBCs too much. So this should cover you this entire grind for the next week or two until we get 85 times 10s unlimited, and then we'll do another video for that. So subscribe if you want to see that video as well. But moving on to step 2, which is not quite the order yet. It's Pale Tools, it's Foot Genie. I'm going to make this a whole step in the guide so we can put a timestamp on it and just stress the importance. Everything you see today is going to be on the actual game. That is because it's nicer to look at and because it suits everyone. Not everyone can do this. Some people won't be able to, but even on a phone, you can use the Google, like you can Google Foot web app rather than use the companion app, and it'll work. I recommend Pale Tools. Again, Foot Genie is fine. Get those sorted. Again, I think it makes it from an hour grind to about a 5-minute grind, so I don't know why you wouldn't do it. But now that that is out the way, the first step always in any grind, and it has been since the start of time, is going to be daily upgrade. Start with your daily bronze, into your daily silver, into your daily common gold, which I think I've already completed for the day, and also do your daily login as well. And then when you've done your daily common gold, which I've already done, do your daily rare gold as well. So first step is always dailies. Again, do it on Pale Tools or whatever, and it'll be really, really fast. It doesn't really matter too much about that. You just want to go through, get them all done, and also open all the packs. We're not saving any packs today, because when we're doing fodder and getting fodder for De Jong and Torres, it's all about recycling SBCs. So we need to open up packs as fast as possible to get the cards back in our club. So go and do that. Do the dailies. And then after dailies, step number 4 is provisions. Go and do every single provision for the day. Like I said, best SBC of the year. I don't know why it's not unlimited yet. If you want to do this completely for free and you don't have 85 to 87 rated players in your club, we'll come on to that in a bit. There's a way you can do it, but I do recommend that do all 7 of these now and just buy 85 rated cards for discard until all 7 are done. You want to do all 7 as fast as possible. It just makes everything else easier. But there is a way to do it for free, which I'll explain about in just a second. And yeah, put anything 85 to 87 rated in this. We're going to try and keep 88 rated and above. They're going to start going into player SBCs. Most player SBCs now will have 89 to 90s as the lowest segment. 88s are really useful in that. 87s are also really useful, so try and put 85s and 86s in the provisions, but 87s is fine. And once again, when you have done that, really important, go and open every single provision. Don't save anything. Loads of people stack provisions for days and weeks on end. You just go and open them. Again, Pale Tools has a pack opener where you can skip animations. On the game, it's not even too slow, to be honest. Go and open all of your packs. By the way, 40 10 times 84s for the Twitch stream later. Make sure you're there. That's going to be crazy. But yeah, go and open all the provisions. Once you have opened all of them, you should have now a full club of gold commons and gold rares. Or gold commons and gold rares. Jeez, if I could speak English, it would be so much easier. Gold commons and gold rares should be flowing down your club. Loads of them. Your dupe storage is probably full of them as well. Because 7 provisions is something silly like 300 cards. So now step 5 is what do we do with those gold commons and gold rares? This is where most people now start to change. What they're doing, there's a few different grinds we can do. Here is how I found it the most effective. Also talking to you guys in the Discord, how you guys have been able to complete the Yong completely from scratch, completely for free. Starting with commons, go straight to the 5 of 10 82 plus player pick and do both segments. Yes, this is 22 gold commons. I understand that, just to get 5 players back. But player picks are so good right now simply because the best of is in packs and the chance of getting a best of in that 5 of 10 is quite decent. Not guaranteed, obviously, but it's quite decent to where you can get 90 to 91, 92 rated cards or even 89, 88 rated cards way more frequently than you would get normally. And for that, for De Jong and Torres is brilliant. So yeah, I get it's a lot of commons into that, but do all 3 of those and you'll still have loads of commons left anyway. Go and sink every single gold common after that into the 5 times 80 upgrade. If you are using a web extension, you can just spam it. Even on here, it's quite easy to spam. Just using the squad builder, go and spam as many of these as possible. And again, once you've got all of them and every single common from your club is done, then go and open them all. Open all the player picks and go and open all of these packs as well. This is one of those SBCs that even just from the actual in-game menu is not too bad to do because it's just a squad of gold commons. So you can even do that on the game if you want. But yeah, go and open all of those, open all the player picks. Just have no commons in the club basically. Every single common is gone. And the reason you want to open them is because now we're moving on to putting the rares into different SBCs. So we want the rares from that 5 times 80 back. So now the rares is a little bit different. You're going to start first with the 1 of 3 86 player pick. As you mentioned before, with best of cards in packs, it's, you know, quite a decent chance, especially in an 86 player pick, to get a decent high rated card. The biggest tip I can give you guys is always take the highest rated card. Obviously, take the footies if you get them, they're like 95, 96 rated. But the biggest tip apart from that is please take team of the season cards whenever you see them. I would take a team of the season card over a footies card, right? Any team of the season, no matter the rating, unless the other card in the pack is like 99 Marcelo or something silly, take the team of the season. When we move on to the grind a little bit later, and I'm sure you guys are feeling it already, getting team of the weeks and team of the seasons is stupid right now. EA have got the balance completely wrong on the grind in that sense. So take them wherever you can. These 1 of 3 86 player picks have got a decent chance of giving out team of the seasons. Any player pick does, to be honest. So always take team of the seasons. But starting with your rares, go and do all 3 of those 86 player picks. And again, this expires in 5 days. EA will refresh it with something that's very, very similar. Maybe a 1 of 4 85 player pick or a 2 of 3 85 player pick. It's the same thing. Go and do all 3 of those. And then with the rest of your rares, up to 81 rated. Even some of you guys might do up to 80 rated because of how hard it is to get golds right now, the current grind, when we go on to the team of the week upgrade a little bit later. But with all your gold rares now up to 81 rated, avoid the 2 times 85. Go back to the 1 of 3 80 or 1 of 5 83 player pick that we favorited earlier. Again, this may change to a 1 of 3 84 player pick. It is the exactly same. Then using Pale Tools, using this, go and put every single gold rare in your club, 75 to 81 rated, and just spam these player picks. Because these are going to be 83 rated, you can just do them all at once. You don't have to go and open the player pick each time because we're not going to be putting the 83 rateds back into this. We're saving those for later. It only takes 4 rare gold players. The reason we're avoiding the 85 times 2 is it takes over double the players. I think it's 10 rares. And yes, it's a higher rated, 85, but it's so hard to get golds in this game right now that we need for those team of the weeks player picks or the team of the week packs that we need for other things because we're going to need them a lot, you will see later. But this is now much better value. We mentioned this in the other day's video when we're talking about packing 99s. It's the same on this one for fodder because fodder is going to be so hard to get if you basically don't have those team of the weeks or the special cards. So go and spam as many 1 of 5 83 player picks as possible. And now you should have a full club. Once you've spammed all of those, opened all those player picks, you will have a full club of 82 and above rare gold cards and then hopefully loads of special cards, footies, best of batch cards, but no gold below 82 rated basically. So now we're going to move on to step 6 when we start getting to the juicy stuff. We can start to actually complete the Young squads, Torres squads, but I did mention before, if you couldn't do the provisions at the start and you want to complete this completely for free, any 85 to 87s you just got in those player picks, in those packs, if you did not complete all the provisions earlier, you can now go and do that, right? You should pretty much guaranteed have enough now, 85 to 87s to go and do that. And then if you've done this, this and you're doing it the free way, you didn't want to buy 85s, go and do the provisions, open all the packs, and just go back and do that grind we just said, right? Commons go to the same place, rares go to the same place, go through it all, and basically get to a place now where you've got no golds below 82 rated, and that's where we're up to. We can move on now to step 6. So step 6 is the mid to high rated fodder grind. We're going to start completing De Jong squads, Torres squads, all that good stuff. Now this is where I've got a big problem with EA. Like I said, we'll update this video if EA updates it, but it's impossible right now to do every SBC that's out. And during footies, during August, I'll be honest, I don't know what you guys think. I think that's a disgrace. And what I mean by every SBC that's out, 10 times 84 is repeatable 20 times. 10 times 85 it's just been increased recently, so it's repeatable 5 times. And the 7 times 87 is still repeatable 3 times. You can't do all 3 of those just doing this pack grind. The way I'm able to do all 3 is using cards already from my club, buying cards from the market, basically not doing the pack grind, right? Because I do it for content, it's different. You can't do it legit right now, and that is where this grind comes in. The way you're going to do De Jong, Torres, whoever comes out, hopefully we get some more nice player SBCs completely for free, is 7 times 87s come first, because we're going for high rated fodder, then 1085 comes next, and of course 1084s come last. But all of these SBCs, both of the 1085, 1084 are 1 squad but require a special card. 787 is 2 squads and 1 of them requires a special card. But even for the 7 times 87 and the 10 times 85s, just those alone, you're going to need 8 Team of the Weeks, Team of the Seasons, FOF, Glory Hunter cards, whatever it is. Here's how I recommend doing it, right? You should be able to hopefully do the 7 times 87s using Team of the Seasons that you've packed. Every day you'll pack 1 or 2 or even 3 Team of the Seasons. 7 times 87s are normally pretty easy using Team of the Seasons or some of the Glory Hunter cards you guys got from a few weeks ago. When it gets towards the 1085s, especially towards the back end of them, we're going to have to start using the Team of the Week upgrade if you've not packed any more Team of the Seasons. So again, every time you do an 87 times 7, open the pack and try and get Team of the Season. You might get lucky, you might get one, you might not, right? Every time you run out of any FOF card, any Team of the Season, right? You don't have need of them. Yes, you're going to need to go and do the Team of the Week upgrade. This is why we saved 82 rated when we don't normally, because you're going to need 82s, 83s, 84s, 85s to go and do this Team of the Week upgrade. I would pretty much throw any rating into this, 88 and below. 88, I would rather save for the player SBCs, but you guys will see if we go and check the market. Team of the Week SBCs are so hard to do right now, and therefore Team of the Weeks are basically extinct. EA have just pushed the price up massively, so this should change soon. But anything 82 to 88 rated, do the Team of the Week upgrades as much as possible. We want to open as many 10 times 85s as possible and as many 10 times 84s. The reason this is worth it is because with the best of batch impacts, you will see that it's so much more worth it to open the packs, whereas back in the day it wouldn't have been. You'd rather just save the 88 rated fodder for De Jong itself and for Torres itself. It's because all the special cards in packs, it's really easy to get high rated fodder in them, so that's why we want to do as many packs as possible. So anything up to 88 rated can go into the Team of the Week SBC, and what you're trying to do basically is go and do it every 87 SBC. Where is it? Go to the back there. Every single one of these. Gee, there's a lot of upgrade SBCs, yeah, man. Every single 87 times 7 and every single 10 times 85. The 10 times 84 I would view as a bonus. Do them if you can, but do not start sinking 89 and 90 rated in to do the Team of the Week SBC just to go and do this. You guys have opened these, you'll have seen the pack weight on them is not great. The 10 times 84, there's the 10 times 85 and the 7 times 87 is much better. Now, if you want to make this grind unlimited and do it as fast as possible, you want De Jong and Torres today, any SBC that is out, you want them today, this is how you do it. But again, I don't love this method right now, to be honest, with the way EA have done it. I'm not going to sit and lie to you guys. I don't think people should do that, although people do that, of course. Premium Mixed League upgrades are just not great, but it is the best way to do it unlimited. Simple as, I'm not going to go over it too much. You just buy all the players and then sell everything that's tradable. The reason it's worth it right now is in the Prime Electrum and the Jumbo Gold packs, you will get enough special cards over time to where it pays for itself, because every single special card, of course, discards for 10k, and there's so many of them in packs. Do I think it's the best grind ever? No, but do all of these, just buy the players for it. Like I say, you get to keep this pack here, small prime gold, the small rare gold, and the group reward, which is a prime gold players pack. That itself will pay for itself, and every time you do one, you'll get, you know, a couple different more, like in the untradeable packs, you get more special cards basically, and they're great for De Jong, great for Torres, and yes, you can just keep doing that. You'll even make coins on it eventually, I think if you do it long enough. I just don't love it right now. Even on Pale Tools and on Foot Genie, it's not the fastest grind. But if you're someone who wants Torres and De Jong today, until we get 85 times 10s unlimited and different things like that, this is the best way to do it. Ignore the Mixed League SBC. That's why I said we're not going to favorite that at the start. We don't need it. Just the premium one is fine. It is, again, better than it's been in the past because the cards are so cheap and there's a lot of special cards in packs. But it's in August. I don't really want to grind the premium Mixed Leagues in August. Instead, now moving on to step 7, and also how you're going to do this faster than anyone else, because it's not just SBCs. This is where we're now looking at the actual players themselves. So let's start with Fernando Torres, who is a brilliant, lengthy right mid, or if you're like me, just a brilliant striker as a Liverpool fan. This is how I'm going to do the squads, right? Always start with the most expensive squads. Don't be silly. Start with the 92s. The way you're going to do this is we've saved 88 rated and above, if we can, for these SBCs, and you're going to start by, again, 92s. The only way the 92s are possible is with footies cards. When we said before in player picture, of course, picking the highest rated cards where you can. Easiest way to use SBCs is just spam high rated and save them for the 92s. And when you go eventually, move your way up to the 89s and 89, 90 rated squads down here. This is when you can use a lot more gold cards. You're going to get a lot of gold cards throughout the week, but you don't really want to spam the 92 rated full of all your 90 rated gold cards. It won't work. The best way to do it is use your 96s, your 95s in these high rated squads, and then basically, yeah, just do like a full 90 rated squad when you come down here to the gold cards. Only reason I mention this at all is because I see so many people go and do these early squads, start straight away, and they come into it and they'd use their footies cards from dupe storage. And I get it's nice to clear the dupe storage. If you're going to come in here and use, for example, Politano, just because it makes obviously the rating a little bit easier, it kind of fucks you over for the 92 rated squads and the 91 rated squads later on. So try not to do that. Try and start down the bottom, use your really high rated cards, your 95s, 96s, I mean 97 team of the seasons if you've got them, into these 92 rated squads, and be very, very careful. The only other thing I've got is check that a lot of these SBCs don't need team of the weeks, team of the seasons. Don't put team of the seasons into these. I know it's tempting because team of the seasons might be your highest rated, but Fernando Torres, as an example, doesn't need a single team of the week, a single team of the season or FOF card. If you've got a 95 team of the season from best of, I get you want to use him in Torres, but trust me, with how hard you're just seeing it is to get team of the weeks right now, save those for the SBCs that need them, whether that's the gamble picks or a different player that comes out. Don't use team of the seasons where they're not needed. But this is how to do it as fast as possible. And I think it's how EA want you to do it. It's why we've not got an unlimited grind out right now. It's because they put so much in the token store if you take the right rewards, right? Starting off with FOF tokens. As you can see, I've got 75 left. Go and check. I guarantee you might have 50 to 70 to 100 tokens left. Go and take 10 times 81s. With how many best ofs are in packs, you will get best of in these. I might go and take 7 of them right now. I think I was saving up for something else. I might go and take 7 of these right now. In the Footies token store, they nerfed it to a 10 times 75 because EA, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, they nerfed it, so I wouldn't do that. Instead, in the Footies token store, you have a few different options. I think the absolute best one right now, though, the 50 token, I get it's not exciting, by the way, so maybe not for everyone, but the 50 token, 15 times 83, you guys saw how hard it is now to get Team of the Weeks, to get those mid-rated gold cards, and also the fact that you can get, again, best of cards in this. I could go and take right now, what is that, like 10 to 15 of these? I can go and take 15 times 83s. Go and do a load more Team of the Week upgrades. Go and do a loads more of the fodder upgrades in general. Maybe even pack a few footies cards, a lot of best of cards in these 15 times 83s anyway. But they're by far the best value if you're doing the pack grind. There's some more exciting stuff down below, and if you want to go and take the 5 of 25, 88 player pick, that is great for getting really high rated fodder, for getting 92 pluses if you're trying to do the last end squads on De Jong or the last end squads on Fernando Torres. I get that. But in terms of pure value, if you want to spam it, these 15 times 83s are better. And the champs tokens, honestly, first of all, I'd say the players are actually really good this week. You want to take those. But where is it gone? Don't take tradable unless you're trying to make coins right now. You don't really need to. The 50, this one here, the 50 times token, 10 times 85s, if you're doing the pack grind. If you've now done a lot of the pack grind and you've just got 1 or 2 more squads on Torres or De Jong, go and take this, 100 token, 10 times 87s. Even if you get 10 wins in champs, I get that you have all these packs down here. If any of you guys have opened any of these packs, they are so bad. And having golds in the club right now, that 87, 88, 89 rated cards, and also taking 10 times 87s, you'll probably get a better card anyway than taking some of the footies packs down below. They're such bad value. EA have messed up champs rewards completely during footies. It doesn't feel like footies at all. You get the same fodder cards every time. These 10 times 87s for higher rated squads, and these 10 times 85 for lower rated squads are the best way to spend your tokens there. And then we mention this every single time, but it's because I will die on this hill. EA put most of the best fodder stuff in objectives right now. They want people playing the game, obviously, so they put most of it in objectives. For example, for Royce, 6 times 85, 10 times 86, 6 times 88, 7 times 89. It's going to be so much easier to go and do the pack grind, complete 70 or 80% of De Jong, come into objectives, go and do this, and then you've pretty much got the rest of De Jong done right there, because a 7 times 89 right now during footies is ridiculous. That's pretty much guaranteed 7 special cards. Just go and take a flick through and find the best ones. Gauntlet is by far the best one right now, if you can be asked to sweat Gauntlet. Royce is also really good as well. Doing the daily play and daily log and completionist are some of the easiest ones right now for you guys that aren't spamming gameplay on the game too much. If you've somehow not done the season pass as well, season pass is obviously OP, but I imagine most of us are nearly at the end or just at the end of the season pass. But if you've not, go and do the season pass. Go and look out for XP objectives right now, because season pass is brilliant for fodder as well. But that's how you're going to accelerate it and do it so much faster than everyone else. Just doing the SBC pack grind on its own won't be sufficient until we get those unlimited 10 times 85s or the exchanges, if EA take their word back on them and give us exchanges. And then we can get a new grind out on those about how you can infinitely rinse and repeat those 10 times 85s. But I'm not optimistic on that just yet. Right, boys, I hope that helps. I think De Jong and Torres are both absolutely worth grinding. Some brilliant SBCs this week, especially that De Jong card, arguably the best non-Evo midfielder in the entire game right now. So go and get him. Hope this helps. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. More importantly than that, have a great weekend, and I will see you all in a bizzle.